Okay. So we are live on Facebook. Okay. Welcome everybody to today's exclusive con review. Hope this is the third edition of our con review or our third con review. Should it be above it? Okay. I think that we are ready to go. Okay. With me today is our big friend and brother, Rigas, the almighty Rigas. Welcome, sir. Please greet everybody.
Thank you, sir. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, welcome. Okay, so today I think that today will be explosive because we'll be looking into some things about Pantera token. Please, guys, today's con review is as a result of okay, yeah. What's up, TBK? Welcome, TBK Flex. Welcome. Yeah, today's con review is more like yeah, Guara from India. Welcome. Okay, today's con review would be more like it's actually, how will I put it? It's actually more like a public suggestion, a popular suggestion by members of Cozy Trade. Yes, what's up? So, and there was many of them mentioned CHZ that we need to review it so that they can understand more about it. I think that is what we are basically going to do today, both the fundamentals and the technical, so that we will know if it's a good token to invest on or not. Also, we also know if the possibility of a short-term profit or the immediate long-term profit. So we'll all look into all this, and with me together, Rigas will be taking on the, what's it called, on the technical side, while we focus more on the fundamental side. We'll get to a certain. So please, this is a disclaimer. This is not a financial advice. This is for educational purposes, right? So very important that we get this at the back of our mind. So if you wish, if you think after this analysis that is good for you to invest in, you can put any amount that you have. If you think that is good for you, then you can invest, but it's not the financial advice. Please, if you're watching us on Facebook and if you're on Zoom, please share the link, share this broadcast on Facebook. Within some minutes, we will be starting up this session. Very important. Please share, and share. I hope, I know that many persons have shared this. Okay, many persons have shared this. Very important. I hope that it has been shared to different places. Please, I hope my voice is coming out clear, please. If my voice is coming out clear, let me know on the chat box. Very important. If my voice is coming out clear, let me know on the chat box. Help me on the chat box if my voice is coming out clear. Okay, I'm seeing notifications. Okay. Thank you very much, guys. Yeah, thank you very much. So, guys, today we'll be actually we'll start up this session with a technical side first before the fundamentals. So I think that the technical side will guide us to understand or to predict the immediate short-term profit and also mid-term long-term profits based on the technical view. So over to you guys. The floor is yours.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. If you cannot hear me, just let me know on the chat box. Like my brother have said, we are going to analyze CHZ. So we start with the technical analysis now. because I want to run ahead to catch up with something. So let me just go through the technical analysis. I'm sharing my screen right now. All right. I hope you can see my screen. If you can see my screen, let me know.
Yeah, I can see it from here.
Okay. First of all, we'll start with the long-term analysis. We'll do the analysis in 1 day chart frame, and then after that we come back to a lower time frame. Let's start with 1 day. All right. Okay. First of all, we'll identify the resistance, because I always tell many people that the most important thing in technical analysis is support and resistance. If you can find your support and resistance, then you can be able to take care of your psychological aspect of trading. Then you are going to make a lot of money, because is this the principle is very simple. The principle is just for you to buy at the support and sell at the resistance. It's just as simple as that. Other things that happens in between the support and resistance is something that you have to deal with your psychology. Using your psychology, you can deal with it. So now this is the resistance and this is the support. If you like, you can also put another thing here for perspective. This is one of the limitation of non-horizontal support and resistance, because if this price passes here, you'll be forced to, if you have not analyzed this coin before, you'll be forced to increase you're forced to shift your non-horizontal resistance upwards to match the stuff. So for me, the best part of this thing is to just use horizontal resistance and support. I see a resistance here, around here. Yeah, that's it. So basically, now what we are going to look at, let me remove this line. What we are looking at for now is something like this. Don't worry about the fundamentals. He will give you the fundamentals. So what we are looking at for now is something like this, something that break out and then retest of this resistance, and then it continues. There will be a continuation, and then if not, we'll see something like this. But this is very unlikely. This one is very unlikely. This one now is very unlikely. What we are looking at for what the market is actually showing, if you are looking at BTC2 and every other thing that this coin is correlated to, you will see that what the most probable scenario is that it will break out and then it will retest, and then so if I'm going to trade this on a long term now, it's a very good buy for me if it is on a long term, since I know that I can wait and see what is going to happen here, right? Even if it comes down and goes up, I can be able to wait. But if you are looking at to trade in midterm, I will advise you to wait for a breakout and then a retest. When it retests and then you see that there's a strength for it to go up, then you can also enter from there. So this is the long-term scenario. Let me show you. I also have another resistance here. Another one here too. Before you then see all-time high. So basically, these areas they can be areas of taking profits, taking partial profit as you go up. That's if that is what your trading strategy is all about. But for some people that can hold through the storm, through each of the storm, you can hold, and then definitely it's a very good coin because it's an NFT coin. So the fundamental is very strong, just like what I will tell you about the fundamentals and everything. So you understand that the fundamental is very strong, and when fundamentals of a coin is very strong, you understand that the coin has a very good potential to reach its predicted price. So let's look at the 1 hour chart for day traders. I'm a day trader. I'm also a long-term holder. I'm holding this coin on a long term. Okay. For day trading, this area is a support. Here can also be seen as a support. Touch here, touch here, touch here, touch here. Yeah, here too. Then we see something here. This is a resistance. This is a resistance. Touch here, touch here, touch here. Now see what is happening here. At this point, that is where the horizontal and non-horizontal the resistance meets. You can expect a breakout from here. Now see what is happening. See what is happening. If I'm going to trade this coin, I'm going to be looking at for entry points from here. And then if I'm looking at this now, it has broken this line, but it has not closed below this line. It has not closed below this line. If it closes below this line, then this entry point will hold. It will hold. But if it closes above this line, then you can enter from here and then make your trend strategy to be something like this. Are you understanding what I guess I understand what I'm saying. If you can't understand what I'm saying, just notify me through the chat box, please. If you understand what I'm saying, what I'm saying, just tell me through the chat box. Okay,
Yes.
Getting.
Go ahead.
All right. Okay. So what I'm saying is, you see, this corner is moving up. Is moving up, and if it closes above this, let me say above this trend line, this this line, which is the support, which is trying to break down out of. If it closes above it, then you can enter from there. But if it closes below it, then you can wait for here. You can wait for this area for you to enter. But
Don't you think that is gonna be forming a double top? Don't you think that is planning on that the scenario is like trying to form a double top, and also looking at the RSI indicator, you see that it has crossed the neutral, that is zero line.
Yes, see what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there's every tendency that what is forming now is actually a double bottom self. See here, and then if it comes down to here, it will form another bottom here, which is double bottom. Then if you enter from here, you trade to here. You trade to here. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm getting you now. Yeah.
So that is where I'm looking at it from. But however, if this thing now is, because this thing now, if you check BTC, see what BTC is doing. See what BTC, see this week now, it's going up. As it's going up, this other coin is following it. Are they seeing the cover this thing now?
Don't worry, we are saying it. We are saying yes.
Yeah, I know, but it's not the agreement. Okay. So what I'm saying now, if because of the correlation with with BTC now, if this thing closes up, if this candlestick, this is 1 hour chart, if this candlestick closes above this support, then you can trade this lesson. If not, you can wait for this double bottom to form and trade this thing. But this one, this scenario now is more profitable to me on the long run.
Yes, on the long.
Yeah, but see what is happening. It is going up. It is going up, and then if you can later close above this line, and if it closes above this line, given that there is this is 50-day MA. Let me be sure. Yeah, 50-day MA. If it closes above 50-day MA, it is even better. It is far more better for me. If this thing closes above 50-day,
that means that it will not break that descending triangle.
Yes.
That trend line.
Line now. If it closes above here, for me, I'm entering the trade, and then I'll trade this thing. But if it closes below this line, I'm not entering. I'm waiting for this point. I'm waiting for this point. If you reach to this point, then I can enter. If it doesn't reach, I can look for another opportunity, whichever way. So
okay, now the two scenarios here is, okay, if it actually forms, breaks down to the second support below the middle one, below the resistance there, that means that it will be a good time for entering. That means we have to enter once we see a bullish confirmation candle, right? Before we can start entering at that double bottom section. But if it's actually starts breaking up above the 50 MA, that means it's also a possible entry point.
Yes. And also something I want to say is that this sometimes market makers they play with your psychology.
Yeah.
This corner most probably will not reach this point. If it closes below here, it will most probably not reach this point, because it will reach around this point. Just do like this, and then you see now it will form a bullish divergence. Look at the RSI. Let me show you what I mean. If this thing, assuming that this is the last price, and then it will form a bullish divergence at the RSI, where the RSI will be like this, like it will reach at this point. Now you see, if you see this bullish divergence, it's a very good entry point also. It's a very good entry point. You must not wait for it to reach here. But if at this point it has formed a bullish divergence, and then you see that you see that bullish divergence, and then you enter, and then it comes down. If it comes down, what you have to do is to average your position. If you average your position to this point, and you put your stop loss here, if you average your position down to this line, and then your stop loss is here, once you average your position down to this line, you leave it and then watch what the market is doing. If it reverses from here, fine, no wahala, you've made a good trade. But if it doesn't and then breaks down, you take your loss and then reanalyze. So that is the scenario for 1 day chart. Then from there, if it continue pumping, you can be taking partial profit or you can be adjusting your stop loss. That are the two ways you can manage your trade. The trade that is already running, you can take partial profits at each small resistance till you reach your final TP, or you can adjust your stop loss. The one I advise is adjusting your stop loss.
Yes.
If you adjust your stop loss,
Trading
you
stop.
don't
More like a trading stop.
yes. So you adjust your stop loss upwards, and then you are locking in your profits. You're locking in your profits as the coin keeps pumping. So if it continue pumping, and then you can even here is your ultimate TP, right, in the trading. But you can even trade this in up to this point, because if the price, if the coin has a good strength and then it's pumping up, and then you're locking in your profit by adjusting your stop loss, you might not even know, because all you're doing is prediction. So you're just saying, okay, this is a possible place I can take my profit. Let me not be greedy. But you might not even know that the price might pump to this point, right? So once it reaches here, and then you adjust your stop loss to this point, for instance, and then the thing consolidates more and then make a leg up to this point, you see that you have made more profit than you thought you would have made before. So it's a good way. It's a good way for you to make more profit in the market, even though the price reaches your take profit and bounces back. You would have locked in more profit, such that if you hit your stop loss, you are also exiting you're also exiting the trade with a profit. So that's a very good way to manage your trade.
Yeah, because there is a news that they published recent, I think today, some hours ago, that CSZ will be in support of the Ethereum hard fork coming up tomorrow. So I think that the fundamental, I think it also contributes, as you said, for it not to be that it might not hit the other support zone because of that news. Perhaps, these are all, predictions. Understand? So because of
Yeah.
that, it might not.
Okay. So that's it. Because fundamentals controls the technicals.
Hmm.
It helps direct the technicals. So that's why it's very important when you are doing analysis. You don't only do technicals. You also do fundamentals. But both are important. So that is it for the long run and the um, short run scenario of CSZ. If you
Okay.
have any question, please ask.
Yeah, on the chat box, very important. Or on the comment section on Facebook, if you're watching on Facebook, you can ask your question on the comment section on Facebook. Then if you're on the Zoom, ask your question on the chat box. So I think that we need to make it clear here, at least telling them no, I actually know that not everybody does, all our viewers. I know that not all of them are actually that understands most of these uh, technical terms. I think that we need to let them know, okay, this is the entry for the possible entry, the possible two entries, or a ladder entry for the short term, if they wish to take a trade, and the possible ladder entry for the long term, and also possible take profits levels.
Okay. See what I'm saying, sir. The divergence is already forming.
Yes.
For me, for me, let me even check BTC self. Let me check BTC.
It's even forming.
See this thing now. So the reason BTC they fall. The reason BTC they fall is
is about this feud that they just published today.
Ah, which feud again, kwa? I don't know. What they talk?
Have you seen it? Check the Cozy Trap platform. Wait, let me share it to everybody so they can see it.
Well,
Have you seen it?
I get open trade though.
They just published one kind of feud. Let me share it so everybody can see it. Published it today. Let me share it. I'm just cutting you off. Let me share it.
Then leave us.
Hope everybody's seen it. The United States report most daily coronavirus cases is over 6 months. In over 6 months. The United States reports most daily coronavirus cases in over 6 months. Are you sure that they are not trying to introduce the new coronavirus to people? I'm just saying,
wow. Wow.
So
I think that's now this market we don't do for some time now. What's happening?
Is this because me, the BTC pattern of yesterday, because it was forming it's actually formed an engulfing count actually yesterday. So I was like, okay, maybe this thing is actually trying to play the previous scenario, how it actually pumped within days, straight up, almost 7 days bullish move. You get, let me see that. Let me get that. Let me get this right. Let us see it. See it here. Hope everybody's seen it. I was like, is this going to repeat this same, scenario? Is it going to repeat? I was like, okay, let us wait for the 24 hours. 1 day candle to actually close. It actually closed as an engulfing. It engulfed this other one, but today we now saw the fuge. I think that this is actually Wells manipulation. Maybe they are not yet satisfied to buy up more, to buy up the whole Jeep. They want to buy more. So I think, you see, so,
wow.
But they're actually predictions.
Okay, no problem.
Somebody said everything is clear, both the divergence. I catch the move in 1 hour, okay, because of the divergence. In 1 hour time frame. Okay, that's nice. Okay, go ahead, sir.
Okay. Let me share. So BTC is doing this thing. Okay. So basically now, for me, it's a very good time to enter. The reason why I'm entering at this point is because of the divergence. Because whenever you are entering into a market, you have to have a reason for it. Let me check something on my phone. Okay. It's because of the divergence I've spotted here now, right? That's the reason why I'm entering. And then I will I will not just enter with 100% of the capital I want to use to enter the trade. I'll first of all have an entry point here. At this point, down to this point. Let me make this thing clear. At this point, and then at the resistance support. Sorry. The reason why I'm entering this thing like this is just because I'm expecting a very fast bounce. Like he said, all this is just like a market manipulation. So if I enter here, of course, getting a loss is part of trading. You just have to be okay with that. So if I enter here and then it bounces, it comes down, I enter around this area too, and then it comes down again. This is my final entering point for a long position, right? My entry
That is
point now.
at 0.27, sorry, 0.257, 0.256, and 0.255. I hope so. I hope I'm correct.
0.256 first, then around 0.254, then the last 0.253.
Let me see ladder entry.
Yes, because you don't know the extent of this few now they're spreading. Yeah, because what I'm seeing now is with the same thing in mind. See where BTC is going to kind of bounce back. If not at this candlestick, if not after this candlestick, if there'll be any other bearish candlestick in this 1 hour time frame,
Yes,
it
as
most
I'm
probably
I'm seeing that there's more like a fight between the bears and the bulls here, because
exactly.
there is, there is a fight there. There's a fight there, serious fight.
And then you can also spot something like a bullish divergence at this point. At this point now, see, before BTC started there was a bearish divergence. So see, here and here, and here. This was a lower high, and this was a higher high. So it was a hidden bullish bearish divergence. And then here now, I'm spotting another bullish divergence. If I enter at this, let's just see just see the cover me. I don't know what it's about.
That's a design, that's structure that you drew looks more like a tunnel. If you just take it from a 3D view, it looks like a tunnel.
Which structure?
On your CSZ.
I don't even go.
You just see it just looks like a tunnel. On a 3D view. Yeah, are you seeing it? Your
Which one?
looks like the entry of the tunnel, and then the trend line looks like the tunnel channel. Just view it, you see it.
Oh boy. Okay, now see what I'm saying, guys, is at this point now it has reached this point. This is 0.256, a very good entry point. Then around here, 0.25. What I'm just saying is enter from here, and rather than your entry down to here, this is the last place you are entering, and then your stop loss is around here. It is a very tight stop loss of 0.7%, 0.71%. If you still have a message, you can still adjust your stop loss below, like adjust it to give the trade a breathing space. So the stop loss is basically, let's give it more breathing space. Let's make it 1%.
1%, yeah.
1% below your entry point. 1% below your entry point, and then the reason why I started from here, let me repeat it again, is because you don't know if this thing will reverse from here, right? You don't know if this price now will reverse, because this is a few now. It will be bought with this thing with much force, because people know that we are in a bullish market already. So what they are expecting is just to buy the dip and everything. So if you enter here now, it comes down again, you enter again around this place, it comes down again. So you are buying 3 times. If it is to reach at this point, you are buying 3 times. You are opening the position 3 times. So that once it reverses, you can know that once it goes above here, you're already into profit. So you can trade, and then to this point, and then to this point, by adjusting your stop loss, because understand that here is your ultimate destiny. Let me say, take profit. Here is where you want to take your profit, but you don't know if the market still have that force to break it out, and then because of the fundamentals, of course, and then reach to these points, right? So all you have to do is try to manage your trade in a way that you are positioning yourself to like make sure you get all the possible profits. But if not, if the price reverses, you have already locked in your profit, and then you are executing the trade on your profit. So I don't know if you are getting what I'm saying. Let me check the chart though.
Yeah, I think on my own view, all these are actually subjective views, I must say. So you are hitting the nail at the point, or you're hitting the hammer at the nail, Abby. That's how they say.
Yeah.
So I think that on my own view, if I'm to enter this trade, you know, I will enter this trade when there's actually a reversal move. That is, if the candle closes above the 50 MA. So I think that is that on my own view, I'm just talking about myself. I think that it would be a better entry for me, right? I
Yeah.
think that it would be a confirmation for me. But what you actually said is you actually gave my own view and also another possible entry point, which is actually
What I check with my phone is that if everything should reach at this point, it is going to touch the 400 EMA, 400 EMA. I checked it with my phone, 400 EMA, and then if it touches the 400 EMA, it's going to bounce from there. Also, let me even check the Bollinger self. Honestly, I wish I can just put it here. Okay, but Bollinger is. So that is this guy was saying something. What is his name? Chibike. He said the market is still bullish. And then laughing emoji. Please, can you view daily time frame?
Yeah. Market is actually macro bullish and micro bearish, which I've been saying for a long time.
Okay, is it that Chibike, is it that you don't believe that the market is bullish yet? Let me know in the chat box, please. Let me open a fresh bit.
He's saying yes.
Okay, don't believe that the market is still bullish, is bullish yet. Okay. Let me everybody have their own destiny. Let me give you a reason why I believe that the market is bullish. The reason why I believe this is the 1 day time frame of the lesson you see. So if you check now, since we began this bull run, right? Look at this 50-day MA. The price has been respecting this 50-day MA throughout. Let me show you. From here, this was around 11K BTC. It goes up, it touches here. It has been using this 50-day MA as a support. See, it touches here. Let me even use this. This is my own argument. Everybody has their own argument. Here too. Here too. Now, see where the market turned mid-term bearish. When it broke down, from that 50-day MA and then retested. Have you seen it? It retested and then continued falling down. That was when the market turned mid-term bearish. But now see, look at this now. Look at this. Look at this. It has flipped this 50-day MA now. It has flipped it. After doing bearish run below it, it has flipped it now. For me, this is a confirmation that the market has turned bullish once again. Other people can wait for maybe this point for the market to flip this point, this 41K area. Other people can wait, but for me, the market has turned bullish. Everyone have their own confirmation point. Let me see what he's doing. What he's saying.
For me, I think that the market actually
he's spotting is and that is a very good point though. He's saying there's a divergence. That is a
daily time frame.
Daily time frame. This divergence now will most probably retest. See what I'm saying now. See what this now will most probably retest here and then reset the RSI. I get what I'm saying. It will retest this 50-day MA. If you retest it, yeah, let me use this part. See what I'm saying? For me, it will retest here and then continues.
This move, yes, forming the major swing level. Yeah. Don't go down, no, please. I don't like that going down. I don't like that going down, please. You need to go bullish, please.
So Chibike, are you getting my own points? Are you getting my own points? Are you getting my own how do I put it? My own argument. My own argument is using this 50-day MA. Since it has been respecting it as a support since this bull run, and then it flipped it here, and then we started going down. And then there was a dead cross here. And now it has broken out of this 50-day MA once again. The next thing now is to retest here and then we go up. Even if you're counting,
I think that they say that it has respected the 28,000 support level for almost how many times? Also,
yes.
The only time that I think that it will be going deep again is when it breaks that 28,000 support zone. But as I'm seeing it, I think that it will still respect that moving average, that 50 MA, as you earlier stated.
Yeah. Okay.
But
now,
then, major levels.
One thing I have to say is that when there's when we are in a bull, it doesn't really mean that there will not be any dip or any pullback or any. Understand? Yeah. So for the fact that there is a bearish divergence, look at this now. At this point now, let me show you something.
I think that this scenario occurred in the former bull run as of 2017. Yet
I don't even want to go back that because all the data points, pi circle and other data point I studied, they are already telling me that we have continued in the bull run. I don't know if they want to still do something in the market. Don't concern them, but for me, but if you look at this now, I just drew this so that you understand where my perspective is coming from. Now look at this. We are seeing the bull run when this divergence came in and then made us to have a pullback. Yeah, this thing is still a bull run. From here to here is still a bull run, right? But there was a pullback here because of this divergence. Just like here, there is a divergence here, and then there's a pullback. Are you getting the point? So you are still in a bull run when this bearish divergence showed, and then the price respected the divergence, and then from there we also continued, made the higher high, and then when we made the higher, you saw another divergence too. the same thing. There was a pullback and then it made the all-time high before coming down. So since we are in a bull run, doesn't mean there will not be any pullback. But all I was saying is in the general sense of it, there is, we have flipped this 50-day MA in the 1-day chart, and then retesting it, we are going higher. But if it breaks below it, then I'll flip back to bearish regas. Then that's my own standpoint. So I hope you understand. If you have any contrary view, it's welcome though. It's welcome. Maybe there's something you have seen I have not seen. Just like you saw this this divergence. Now I've not even really taken time to see it. I've not even taken time to see this here either. Now I saw it in the 1 day time. I know they might beat this most times in the okay. He said he understands everything. Good. So that's my point. That's my that's what I think will happen in this CSZ. It has closed though, and it's going up.
Is that a confirmation candle?
I don't think so. That candle.
Is it a green candle or what? Or is it?
Yeah, it's a green candle.
Okay, stand here.
But it's not yet. You can't say it's like
it's not yet
because it can still see it has flipped red now. That's what I wanted to say. It can still flip red. So that's it. So entering here, you place your stop loss at this point. That's at the point 0.25. That's entry from here. Let me be more exact. 0.256. If you see any other leg down, you enter again at 0.255. And then you enter the last one at 0.254, and then place your stop loss here. Then you wait for what the markets will give you. If you reach here, you can take your profit and reanalyze, or you can increase your stop loss to lock in your profit. And then if you increase your stop loss to lock in your profit, you can go higher. If it goes down to hit your stop loss, then you can exit with a little profit. But since it has more potential, even this bullish divergence now, it has more potential to go up higher. Then you can it reach here. You can either take your whole profit, or you still increase your stop loss down to this place, right? Then if you increase your stop loss down to this place, if it goes up here, you increase your stop loss down to this place, or you take your ultimate profit here. For me, I will exit the market from here. So that's it. Let me see one. This guy saying he want make Bitcoin fall to buy more coins. It not go work for you. It will not work for you, TK.
Let me bring you more. Let me so that you can do confession.
Work because you know how much coins I don't pack. I beg you. When this dip was when we were here.
Thanks.
When we were here.
Let us know the reason why you are making such assertion. If we see you, then we see you. Yeah, welcome, please.
This thing is getting interesting. I'm very, 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 very happy to be here.
Yeah.
For me, I want Bitcoin to fall. To be sincere, I want Bitcoin to fall so that, because there's many coins I need to buy that have potentials, like even BTC is looking like it's going to be bearish by next 2 months. So like, okay, let me say by this month ending, because of this analysis that you just made now. I'm telling you, because it's likely forming like higher highs and higher lows
Like
from
yeah.
next week. Yes, because that's moving average. I think it's 50 moving average.
Yeah, yeah.
That's yellow line, Abby.
Yeah, that orange one, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's moving average. We act like support, a very very strong support that would make BTC to rise. That is why I'm like, to be sincere, my prayer is that let BTC fall so that I'll
I
have more
cancel your prayer, please.
opportunities.
Ma ask you question.
Cancel your
When
prayer.
BTC
Don't
when
bring that
BTC
prayer
did
for
this
BTC.
when BTC did this range, what
Hmm?
TV they do? When BTC they touch this range,
I
what TV
bought,
they do?
wait, I bought coins. I bought coins on that
But
range
you
because
never buy
it
enough.
consolidates. Yeah,
Big guys,
there's one coin I want to buy.
big
Like,
guys, big guys. I
hmm?
think that Flex is aware. I'm just seeing it. He's
Say that
aware.
again. I don't understand.
He's just trying to buy from every deep. We have catch one well today. Don't worry.
But based on my analysis, I'm using a lot wave to trade. I get you. But
Uh-huh.
there's imbalance on 22K on BTC. Like for normal trading, like you need to fill that gap before going up. But based on what I'm seeing, Wales does not want the BTC to reach that period of that gap before going up. Like shaked, let me say, is it 22? 22 within 22.20. There is gap there, a very big gap that the BTC needs to form before going up. But before you do that, then go to 1 week, a 1 week.
Okay. I understand what you're saying. I've seen that thing before.
Okay.
I just let me take out this one.
You say at 420 what?
20, I think it's 2022. But I'm coming. Let me check it here. I'll check my phone. Okay, the
See,
gap is
even if
between.
continue.
Okay, wait.
Can you share a screen?
Okay, 24. Yes, 24,000. 24,157 to 25,000. There is gap there. And also,
Is it CME gap?
yes, yes, EMM
Yeah,
gap.
see, I was expecting to say that.
See, let me tell you, this CME gap sometimes it doesn't feel. There was a CME gap in 9K BTC before this bull run started. That people are saying that it will feel. It didn't feel. We've not feel that CME gap until like we don't reach here safe. We've reached there. We've not feel that CME gap. Some of them feel though. Some of them once there's a gap, it comes down and feels, and then it happens like that. But sometimes it doesn't feel. You understand?
Okay, that is what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. But for normal market to move, you need to feel it. Like, okay, let me say in this 1 week now, in this 1 week that you feel now, that means market is very bullish now because of that yellow line that is hurting like support there, like very strong support.
Yes.
Yes. Let me. The
And
next
then now,
support. Yes, the next support here. Just draw that your line to that end like that line that you draw.
which
Can you
one?
get me?
Yeah. Okay.
Go back again. Okay, yes. No. Let me move the line. Let me just this line, that blue line that I used to.
This one now. Okay,
Okay,
this
check
one.
33. Hey, okay, let me use this thing now to show you something. Wait, sorry.
I can see it. Just
Yes,
the way you want
we
to
didn't
draw.
hear. Within, oh,
Huh?
is it not?
I can't see it again.
Okay, yeah.
No, that not like no. I won't. I am not the one that will put this this MA line now. I
My
get what I'm
just
saying.
my that is my
Okay, I should.
prediction. I get it.
Uh, okay.
That is my prediction. What market can do. And that is my prediction. Like it might reach to that 33 before moving up trend
like
again.
this, like this.
Yes. Yes. It could be possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're actually making point there. It might be
But
possible. That is this on the, okay, this is 1 week.
yeah, this is
Yes,
1
1
week.
week.
This is 1 week. Okay.
Because I'm seeing like BTC might fall on weekend and meet that moving average before moving up by next week.
But if you actually check the other resistance, are you not thinking that it will first, you know, change the resistance to support before moving up? Because at that 33, so it's not a resistance. Yes, it's not a resistance point, right? Place your mouse there, please. Let's see.
Yeah.
You are just
Like,
guessing. Sorry,
Huh?
you're just guessing. I'm
Is
just
it?
guessing like it might because if I'm with my laptop now, I might analyze it. I'm just guessing because of
Yes,
that moving average.
everything that we are doing is not 100% correct, because
Yeah. Yes.
can't be said that it is 100%, because Elon might come up tomorrow and say that he's buying $1 billion Bitcoin, and then we start from there.
It's true.
So
Yes. Yes.
you know,
So
uh,
that mainly cryptocurrencies move by
fundamentals, yes.
fundamentals. I get to me. Fundamentals very well because like someone can predict that Bitcoin might go to because like let me say on technical charts you might be seeing that Bitcoin will fall. Someone like a big whale can come into the market and say that I'm buying let me say 100,000 BTC. You know what will happen now? It might go up. Mainly
but
I
see,
understand that people
even if that happens, after the thing is being how do I put it? After it has shown in the chart, technical analysis will explain what happened with technical analysis. Do you understand what I'm saying? What I'm saying is at this point now we are seeing now. This was the point that Elon Musk was buying, was saying, I've bought to, was saying, okay, Tesla is accepting BTCO, and this was the point. But if you check now, it made the price to increase, right? But we, the technical analysis
yes, I'm seeing
analysts, we have like explained what happened with maybe like as I explained what 50-day moving average. We have explained what happened. So even if a whale buys, for instance, even if a whale buys, excuse me, even if a whale buys, just like Elon Musk was buying here, you still see that it will kind of respect technical analysis to a point. I get what I'm saying, like to the certain point that you also technical analyst will be able to explain what is happening, not predict, but explain what is happening. Are you guys getting what I'm saying? See, what I'm saying is when we were here, Elon Musk was buying, and then Tesla was approving by the buying of cars with BTC and everything. So everything was pumping. But if you see, if you still check this in now, you still have divergences which you can trade. As a technical analyst, you can also see this divergence and use it to make your decision. But it's not that you predicted what will happen ahead of time. But what has happened has helped you to explain what is going to happen next. Do you guys get my point?
Yeah, go
yes, I'm
ahead. Yes, yes, we
getting
got your
you.
point.
So what I'm saying is, it is technical analysis and fundamental analysis. They are more complementary than saying someone is one is higher than the other. FA is
Okay.
more like it seems more like ahead, but after that FA, after that news comes, you can use technical analysis to analyze what has happened, and then from there you get insight to what is going to happen. That's what I understand.
Okay, I think that at this point, we need to move into the fundamentals of CS. It seems that we are deviating from the main topic. Thank you, but I really enjoyed this. Really appreciate your contributions as well. So let's
Yeah.
move into the fundamentals of CS so that we can proceed.
Let me show this in again so that people
Okay.
that have not seen this,
Okay.
so that they will be able to. So you see what I'm saying. See this thing now. I never enter that trace. See this candle now. It has moved up from this point of entry. I told you it has moved up. Let's assume now you bought only. Let me say you buy 50% here. You buy 25% to make it 75, and you buy the last 25 here. If you buy 50% from here, you would have been making profit already, right? You would have been making. So assuming now if this price increases, if the price started increasing down to this point, you can decide to take your profit and do whatever you want with it, or you can lock in your profit by increasing your stop loss and then trading from there. But if it comes down to this point and to this point, you can also buy just like your trading plan tells you, like you buy 25 here, then the last 25 here, and then it will move up. So that is it. So if you have any final question, please ask before we go over to the FA.
Yeah, I'm seeing it in another feed. So Coinbase faces class action lawsuits. That means that the BTC might probably be hitting that's a 7,000 zone or so. Probably. I'm betting. So
Then get
my
out.
brother comes down.
Then get out.
That is part of the game. All this is actually few, you see. It's just effort by but I think that this one is more like a weak effort. You understand? It's more like a weak effort, to draw prices down by the bulls. But something I need everyone to understand is both our viewers on different platforms is this. Cryptocurrency, if Bitcoin is actually going to be going total bearish, it doesn't need feud to do that, right? All these feud are actually as a result of, organizational interest or individual interest. Those who have, large pockets like the whales, they are what's driven by all these interests, right? So, but I'm like trying to argue this. Why is it that people think that China would abandon cryptocurrency? Knowing fully well that cryptocurrency and Bitcoin in particular is a revolutionary technology. It is going to take over most things that we see today. In fact, it is going to take over. So why do you think that China, who is firmly interested in having economic power, would see what is happening and then not engage with it? I think that most of these things are actually fueled, driven by personal interest, as a result of individuals with large pockets. So this is another field now that is coming up. Coinbase faces class action lawsuit. Remember the lawsuit that was filed on Ripple? Then Ripple went low to I think 20 cents or so. Now Ripple is now something cents. Same as
it will still reach $4.
Yes, it will. So you see, all these are actually field. So, but the fact is that these technologies are actually solving global problems. Yet they are solving global problems. So no amount of field can stop it from reaching its targeted destination, because as more as it's solving global problems and creating solutions to all these problems, at the same time it's what innovating. is innovating. So likewise, I like Michael Sello, yeah, the CEO of Micro, Strategy. In one of his interviews, he said that he's buying Bitcoin. I see, personally, I see some individuals laughing at him that, oh, he's buying Bitcoin from every top, not from every deep. You see, once he buys from the top, it will deep. do you understand those mindsets? So, but he actually said that he bought Facebook shares when it was nothing, and also what other share? Apple shares when it was nothing, and then held them for a decade. And today, you know what those companies actually worth, right? So he said that he will keep on accumulating Bitcoin at this point. So he is not looking at the short-term price movement. He's looking at the word future price action, or the future that cryptocurrency in general holds, and Bitcoin in what particular. So I think that all these things are actually more like a short-term distraction from the price movement of Bitcoin.
All right. So guys, we'll go back to the FA now. You go back to FA. Over to you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for that educative TA. Thank you very much. I hope our viewers are getting value. They are getting real value from what we are doing. So this will continually come. Please, if you're watching us from any platform, all we ask of you is to share this information, invite your friends to be part of this. If you're watching us on Zoom, share the information to everybody around you. So Chibike, thank you also for contribution as well. That is really, really commendable. So okay, we'll be moving over to the FA. We're moving over to the FA, guys. Okay. We are talking about Chiliz. We are talking about Chiliz. So everybody's seeing my screen. It's coming out clear. It's coming out clear. Please, if it's coming out clear, indicates on the chat box or the comments. So Chiliz, and my voice is also loud, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So Chiliz is actually a revolutionary technology. You see, Chiliz.net, that's the name. This is what you're talking about here, Chiliz.net, which the native token is what? Which the native token is CHZ, as a sticker. Chiliz is also the name of the native token. CHZ is the ticker. So that is for Chiliz here. So this is it on the coin market cap. So have we ever think of, let's say, okay, Chiliz is actually meant for is a token that is meant for sports, entertainment, and crypto. Chiliz is a project or an idea that comprises NFTs, sports, and cryptos together. NFT, sports, and cryptos. That is entertainment and sports. Once you see about those entertainment stuff, that is to heading towards NFTs. That is non-fungible token, and that is one of the big and also ecosystem. One of the big ecosystems now in the crypto industry. As NFTs, we also have the word DeFi. So Chiliz is actually combining NFTs, sports, and crypto into what they're doing, and they're trying to bring in a different dimension of how we handle the traditional sports engagements, right? So Chiliz actually is actually an ERC20 based token. Also, they have their own blockchain, which is also Chiliz as well, which will go to it. So Chiliz has two key platforms. There are two key platforms that make up what Chiliz, right? We have the socials.com, and the Chiliz exchange. Don't worry, we'll actually go into that. But before that, let's look into something. Now, have you think of this? You are you're actually a fan of a soccer team. Let me use soccer because I think that they're more concentrated on soccer. I think they're actually trying to bring in basketball and other sports as well. So let's use soccer as an example. Frankly speaking, I'm not a football fan. I'm not a football fan, but I think I have an idea. I have an idea of it. so uh I love other stuff. I'm not a football person per se. So let's use Barcelona as an example. Let's say that you are a fan of what Barcelona. Then you know that you are passionate about Barcelona winning match. You can be telling someone that we bought this, we bought Messi, whereas you did not contribute anything towards buying it, but because of that passion, towards the word fan, you will know that someone would understand that you did not contribute nothing towards buying players, but you can say we bought. So that is actually what passion driven because of the sports. I know that football actually, the soccer industry has millions of supporters all over the world. It's one of the popular sports that we have all over the world. So you a fan of football or soccer, sorry, Barcelona as an instance here. So you don't have any decision. You can't make any decision on your words on that team that you're passionate about, or on that team that you're passionate about. You don't make any decision. The people that make decisions are either the sponsors of that team, or actually the owner of that team, or actually the big person that has stake on that team, right? All the decisions that you can make is just individual. Maybe you went and played and bet, against the team or for the team. You might also lose your money also again, but that doesn't affect what the team does. Or you can go to the stadium where they play and then cheer them. Yes, it's more like a contribution because they're passionate about it. But what Chiliz is actually doing is that Chiliz is actually trying to bring you, to have a stake in that team, also contribute in making decisions for that team, right? Not everybody can actually come up and have a stake in a big team like what Baka. Not everybody, not all the fans, can actually have what stake in it, unless if you have millions of dollars to actually buy up the team, or have a stake, or sponsor per se. Yes, that is only when you can make what decisions, based on your stake on the team. But Chiliz is trying to make you as an individual to have a stake and also to make decisions to their socials.com web platforms. So, so Chiliz is more like a compound. It has its own blockchain as well, Chiliz, which you can see the Explorer here. This is the Explorer. The Explorer. So it's also have its own exchanges. As I told you that Chiliz is actually made up of two platforms, socials.com and Chiliz Exchange. So it's also on Ethereum. It's also built on Ethereum network as well. So now Chiliz actually is housing other tokens. Chiliz is also housing other tokens, other fan tokens. They are called fan tokens. Also, they also introduced, as we have ICOs, IEOs, ADOs, they also introduced, I think, initial fan token or something of that, initial fan distribution, but we also see to that maybe as we progress. So let's look at the tokenomics of this. Okay, this as you can see, this is the name, this is the logo, this is the price, the present price is bullish, is plus 2.58% bullish. This is actually 26 cents, 26 cents, yes, as of today. And you can visit their website and view more, join any of the community. They have a very good community. They have an interesting community on Telegram as well. And also on Twitter, they have an interesting community over there. So I think I will show you their community on Telegram. They have an interesting community on Telegram, which is what we are seeing here. They have an interest with up to 26,000 members, 26,000 work membership, so 23,234 members. Okay, let's, it's an active community per se, it's an active community. It's an active community. So that is for the Telegram community. So here we have also this type of token to actually focus more on this, bringing in sport, bringing in the blockchain. Sports is entertainment as well. So you know that if they actually go deeper into a partnership with real-time partnership with most of these teams, with most of these soccer teams, with most of these soccer teams, it will go a long way in adding up to the valuation of this token, adding up to the valuation of this token. So guys, let's proceed with this. Okay, $1.5 billion market cap. We have the fully diluted market cap as $2.3 billion. This is very huge word, very huge market cap. This is very huge market cap, very huge market cap. I must learn that. It's a huge market cap, guys. So we have the 24 hours volume. We're also trading on a huge level on the 24 hours volume, 155,000. That is why we are seeing within 24 hours the volume has increased by 18.55%. In as much as they have a huge market cap, their circulating supply is also huge. So I think that I would like them to also have a burning event so that it will reduce this overwhelming market cap and marginal supply. We have a total supply of 8.8 billion tokens and also 5.89 billion tokens in the circulation. This is large. I don't like it. It's actually large. It's actually large. So bear in mind that CHZ blockchain, some tokens are built on it, like all those fan tokens like PSG, Barcelona fan token, so on and so forth. And those tokens, their value, their price is not actually value, because what contributes to the value of a cryptocurrency is the market cap, not the price. This is the mistake that so many persons make. The value of a cryptocurrency, crypto token, is the market cap, not the price, not the price. You get so okay. So let's check the all-time high. Okay. Let's check the all-time high. So it was this token was developed in 2018. The all-time low was 0.4 cents as of September 27th, 2019, 2 years ago. 0.4% all-time high. That is 5 months ago, March 3rd, 2021. That is 89 cents. So that is it. So guys, we'll be looking into some things for the team. This I see the chat here. Okay, we have actually done the TA. No need to go there. So this is the Explorer. For those who don't know, as we have the BSC scan, we have the ETA scan. This is also for Chiliz. This is Chiliz Explorer. So where you see transaction activities, it's more like their ledger, where you see transaction activities going on. So you see transactions going on. This is actually 7 months ago. So internal transaction, you can see them. So, but that's not what we're going to look into today. So this is one of some of their press release. We are seeing here their press release release. This was dropped today at 18 minutes, August 5th today. I see the date. And this is one of the major news today we can have. Leeds United to boost its global fan engagement by launching LUFC fan token. That is Leeds United. At least I'm not a football fan. This is the Leeds United. This stuff is actually a football team. Like you have Barcelona, Liverpool, Chelsea, Milan, and the rest. So this Leeds United, they are to boost its global fan engagement by launch. They are launching their own fan token on the words. They're launching their own fan token on Chiliz. So this is LFC fan token, LFC fan token. That's LUFC, sorry, LUFC fan token. So this is what they'll be launching. Okay, let me check the dates that they'll be launching it. So this is also a major news for it. That means another engagement with another soccer team. This is a very good one. And Leeds United, in partnership with Chiliz, the leading global blockchain provider for the sports and entertainment industry, have announced that they will launch a LUFC fan token on the fan engagement and rewards app, socials.com. The LUFC fan token will launch soon with existing My Leeds members. Let me check the dates. Oh. They say that it will not, we have not seen dates yet. Okay, there's no date here. They say that it will launch soon, but let's keep on review most of the things that we need to review. So these are most of the news, and there's also a news that CZ will also be supporting the Ethereum hard fork. The Ethereum hard fork. So it's also a major news for Chiliz. These are some of the news. Everton to increase global fan token. Everton also launched its own EFC fan token on Chiliz as well. As you can see it here. Also, on August 2nd, Dinamo Zagreb will become first Croatian club to launch fan token. Croatian club, that is Croatia club, that's a club in Croatia, to launch the fan token as well. So that means that this is for AC Milan, July 23rd. As you can see on the fan market cap, this is for PSG. So this is PSG fan token is actually on Chiliz as well. Yes, so see the site. You can click on the site on socials.com to read more about them. You can also trade it on what Chiliz and also on Binance. Binance have also listed it, so you can also trade it on Chiliz and also on Binance. I think we have the AC Milan. Is it AC Milan token as well? You see it, guys? AC Milan token is here. You can also view it and then know where you can trade them on. You can actually trade them on. You see the price of today is $8.48. So it's around 2 million circulating supply. The market is, you see the exchanges that you can trade it on, and yeah, that's the market you can trade it on. So you can actually trade it. It's actually on the Chiliz network as well. Chiliz network, so it's on the Chiliz network. On the Chiliz network. Page not found. Why page not found? Okay. So that is to show you some of these tokens. So some of these fan tokens are also listed on CoinMarketCap, so you can be aware of it. So let's look into some things that we need to know about the Chiliz. The Chiliz what? Token. Very important. We don't need to know about the Chiliz token, guys. Very important. So you see, let's look into that. So into socials.com. Let's see some things about it. Socials.com. As I told you, it's one of the platforms that made up the Chiliz that made up the Chiliz network, or the Chiliz token. Yeah, it's one of the let me just explain to you what socials.com provides sports and entertainment organizations with a branded fan token and fan engagement platform to help them engage and monetize their global audiences more effectively. Now, currently, 25 major sports stroke esports organizations, including the likes of FC Barcelona, Juventus, AC Milan, OG, Paris Saint-Germain, Manchester City, and Professional Fighters League, have all launched fan tokens on the platform, right? So many more leading sports and entertainment properties from around the world are set to launch fan tokens in the near future. So socials.com provides sports and entertainment information. They will actually provide branded fan token so that fans can engage with their platform to help them engage and monetize their global audience more effectively. So thereby, this is where fans actually make what decisions, trade them online. And then now, Chiliz socials has multiple office locations based around the world. We have Tokyo, Korea, Switzerland, and it's set to continue its expansion by opening new office in Spain, US, and Brazil. Okay, that means that they have central offices, physical offices. It has also employed over 100 plus talented staff, and is set to double that throughout 2021. Now, to double it through 2021. Okay. Now, I need to let you also know the features of the word Chiliz token, the features of the Chiliz token, so that you can also know why most of the things that you can expect or you expect from it. Now, this Chiliz token actually have real-time engagement and also real-time use cases, and it's spanning through the NFT ecosystem. Now, the CSZ token exclusively fuels socials.com. That is the native token that enables transactions to take place. It also enables members or fans. It gives them voting rights as well. Their consumer-facing platform where fans can utilize their fan tokens to participate in pools and surveys and be rewarded through active engagements. You see, so there are also rewards for fans, who engage in what pools. Maybe, as I told you earlier, it's that CSZ Chiliz enables fans to also make decisions, that affects the words club, or that affects the words the team. Yeah, the team actually. So CSZ tokens are required to participate in fan token offering. As I told you, something like IEO, ICOs, IGOs. So what they are introducing is what fan token offering, that is FTO. Is actually the initial sale of what fan tokens. Remember that CSZ actually raised up to $6 million in their private sales. They raised $6 million in their private sales. That is actually huge. The initial sell fan token and social locker room, where by popular demand shows potential partner clubs or sports how much appetite there is for fan tokens. And in doing so, will further influence clubs or sports brands to join socials.com. Now, as you can see, other features that we have here for the CSZ tokens can also be used to purchase trade fan tokens through the consumer-facing platform, socials.com. Don't worry, I'll still open the socials.com platform so you can view it, how it looks like. Fan tokens can be traded on the Chiliz in-house exchange, which is its own official exchange, which is chiliz.net. That's Chiliz fan exchange, which is one of the platforms that made up Chiliz. So you can trade Chiliz against other fan tokens. The Chiliz token CHZ. So the CHZ token has high liquidity and is also traded on some of the largest and global recognized exchanges, such as Binance, Bitpanda, BTC, Paribu, and so on and so forth. So as some of the features that we can see, but let's actually dig deep into some of the features. Is actually, because we know that CSZ is, as I've explained earlier, is a leading digital currency for sports and entertainment. is actually powering the first blockchain-based fan engagement and reward platform, which is social.com, socials.com. That is where you can actually, fan can actually purchase and trade fan tokens as well, related to participate, influence, and vote in block focus surveys and polls. So, certainly founded in Malta in 2018. So, let me show you guys the Chiliz exchange. This is the socials.com website. This is the socials.com. How it works. So, introducing the fan, be more than a fan, right? So it also have its own app. You can get the app by clicking here. For Android and iOS, you can get it by clicking here. So you can be doing your trading and votes, engaging in polls and what surveys, from your home, yeah. So we believe in passion. We believe passion should be recognized and that every fan has the right to make their voice heard. Wherever they are in the world. Influence your team, access by rewards, exclusive promotions, and join a global community of super fans. So introducing the fan tokens, fan tokens are your digital pass to the teams you love, unlike normal membership than fan never expire. Okay. So on a share, these are some of the things you can do on the socials platform. On a share of influence of your team, influence team decision, and once in a lifetime rewards, follow team and trades. Okay, how it works. This is how you can install the app. It's also on Play Store, socials.com. You can go there and then download the app and follow up the activities. And first, there are also some incentives. Okay, it's also an incentivized token. There are some incentives for you. So, as I told you, this token has use case and also engagements. So these are some of the partners: Barcelona, so on and so forth, AC Milan, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. So these are some of the words partners. So we can view this is the fan token offering, where there are much more words, where you can see upcoming this one is ended, TRA. This is some of the fan token offerings, more like ICO or IDO, but this is for fan token offering. So session event, most of these ones are ended. So is there any upcoming one? No upcoming one yet. Okay, that of the other one that I showed you guys, I think it should go, but the date hasn't been announced. So if you are following up on their Twitter handle, also on their yeah, you can also see most of their engagements, most of their news and updates, so that you can engage. You can engage with them. You can engage. Very important. We're back. Very important. We're back. We're back again. Okay, we were talking about the Chiliz network. We're talking about the Chiliz network, and we have looked into the fundamentals, and we are almost halfway with the fundamentals. We've actually finished up with the technicals. We are finally at the halfway with the fundamentals, before we had a break in transmission. So we'll be going to this is the Chiliz exchange. Let me show you the Chiliz exchange. This is the Chiliz exchange. This is how it looked like. This is how it looks like. This is CHZ fans. You see that all these tokens actually have their own independent platform on the socials network, socials.net platform. on the social platform. So that is why you see them having their own tokens, and also they are trading individually and also can be traded with what pairs. We see here is what the AC Milan token, that is ACM stroke CHZ, that is the it's pairing with what CSZ. This is the chart and this is the price. You can see it here. So this way I can buy, sell, bid and ask. So these are what the trade history, the pending, that's the order book, that's the pending orders. So these are last trades. That's a list of trades that are going on this year. So you can check for other pairs as well. You can see them here as well. You can view them yourself. You can view them yourself. So let's proceed with what concerns CSH. We have actually stated uh, what they're doing, some things that they're doing, most of some of their fundamentals. So, but why don't we discuss about most of the important takeaways from this? Most of the takeaways from this token, So important key points we need to take away from this token. So CSA token, they have a vision or they have an idea to give billions of sports and esport fans a cryptocurrency to buy direct voting, also the direct voting power in their fans' favorite organizations, in their favorite organization. That means they are giving fans, billions of esports fans a cryptocurrency to direct to buy and also vote, also give them what a voting power in the favorite organization. So this is also a very innovative way or a very innovative idea within the esports ecosystem. Voting power, that means each fan have a decision to make in his or what favorite team. So create a crowd management platform for teams, big events, and games across multiple verticals. So this enables fans to be able to interact, on the social platform. Now, as I actually told you earlier, that the social platform is one of the key major platform in the Chiliz ecosystem. So is the crowd management platform actually. That's what the socials.com platform is a crowd management platform. The crowd management platform for teams, leagues, events, and games across multiple verticals. So take inspiration from socials team, control models used by teams like Real Madrid and FC Barcelona. So we have some important takeaways from here, which I will be revealing to you guys about what Chiliz is doing. So we're saying to it, okay. So something you need to understand is this. For this industry or for this token or for the idea behind this platform to strive, that means they'll have a team of experts who are into the sports industry, who are into the world gaming industry, in sports industry as well. They need to have them in their team for advice and also for engagements. So these are the things. So they have actually 40 sports and esports and gaming industry experts within their team. You see, they have them within their team, above 40 sports and esports and gaming experts. And these guys are experienced in regulated gaming, gaming tech and sports centric business development. So these guys are well experienced. So, having well experienced people in the field that you're going would actually enable. So these guys have over 40 experienced experts within the world, gaming, sports, and esports industry. So the advisory board as well is a key point. They have also current and former leaders from Facebook, Google, Playtech, Cine Sports, Fnatic. They have also from, I think, Team Vitality, Poker Stars, Info Sports, and esports influencers, so within the advisory board. So you see that they have a strong team. They have what? A strong what? Team. So also some of the legitimacy they are a member of the World Enterprise Ethereum Alliance as well. So okay, now within they also have persons that have top firms, top individuals that have shares. These are some of the things that we need to consider as well, that are shareholders within their world. Remember, as I told you earlier, that this token on their private placement sales, on their private sales, they were able to raise $66 million in private token sales, in private words, token sales. Now they are currently utilizing the ERC token standard. That's the Ethereum blockchain and the CSZ. So okay. So we have on the shareholders, we have top Chinese ventures capital firms. We have the business leaders. We have many of these top guys are what in the shareholders. So they have shares. We have top Chinese ventures like Yuan Ventures, H&S Financial Group, so on and so. So these guys are top guys that are in their shareholders cycle. Now, so they are targeting. There's a particular market that they are targeting. They are targeting what? Now, for every what's it called? For every industry, there's a particular market that they are targeting. Now, they are targeting mostly two markets. They have the esports and video games, and also traditional sports. They are looking at larger firms like larger than film plus music industry combined, with 2017 market size of $108.9 billion and projected to be 128.5 billion by now. No, so they are targeting these two firms, these two words markets, esports and video games, also traditional words sports. Now, the largest entertainment industry globally, with a market size topping $620 billion as earlier as 2011, and net revenues topping $90 billion in 2017. So these are the worth of what industries that they are targeting. That is their market word focus target. So as I told you earlier, before we get to this point, they actually focus on what? NFT. They are combining NFT, sports, and cryptos into it. So the worth of those industries, they are worth billions of dollars. So once they're able to achieve, soaking their ideas within those places, industries or markets, and these guys start creating fan tokens on their network, guys, and fans of those teams start engaging and trading and making decisions, polls, taking surveys, within that, the ecosystem is gonna blow up. So already they have a very large market cap, as you're saying it. So okay, so we'll be looking into okay, I've already explained what Chiliz is. Okay, let's look into the problem and solution that I'm bringing. Problem and solution that I'm bringing. So these are vital things, vital key points that we need to consider. The opportunity. Fans can only watch. They can't make decisions or influence the organization they love. Already have explained most of these things earlier. So, but let me just touch upon it. So the current sports and esports environment offers, for the most part, only transactional contact for what fans. Only that's what the esports environment offers alone. So, but fans cannot make decisions. They pay for licensed products and watch their favorite lineup compete in their favorite games. However, okay, this is a passive endeavor, as the fans have no influence over their favorite teams or players, while the appetite to activate fans as influencers exists. current exploration into the direct fan engagement. For example, the fan voice element of FI or the digital fan boost engagement of Formula E has not left the realm of novelty. Now, historically, this has meant that unless you create your own team, there are almost no system in place for influencing their decision. So what we are trying to say here is that CSZ is breaching that gap, giving fans the opportunity to influence their team decisions and also, have a voting right, also is also part of influencing what the team decision. It's not only like you are an esports lover or traditional sport lover, what only do is what watch. Some fans also have the urge if they can influence as well. So they breach it. So from the socials.com platforms, it brings that breach. It brings that word breach, giving fans voting right to also a right to influence the decision of the beloved team. So this actually very nice, innovative way. So remember that it's actually built on what the blockchain system. There is no fake proof or tamper proof, and it's actually all activities are immutable. Immutable. I mean that it cannot be altered, or changed by anybody. So now this is made possible by the novel application of the scalable blockchain-based fan token purchasing and utilizing infrastructure brought to the life through this secure, trustless deployment of tokenized voting. So these are most of the things we need to consider within this ecosystem. So we'll also be looking into most of the key points. Before we call it a day. Okay. Okay, we'll be checking some key points here as well that will guide our understanding towards these fan tokens and Chiliz. So let's actually look at their team and understand what they have in store. Their team, okay. This is their team. This is the team which we are seeing here. This is the team which we are seeing here. This is the team. Alexandra Dreyfus. Okay. 22 years of experience as a serial entrepreneur in the digital space. This is the chief executive officer, actually, Alexandra. This is the chief executive officer, as you can see here, and a mature tech business, pioneered web-based interactive tourism brand. So these guys have wealth of experience within this ecosystem. Remember, as I told you, as I described to you, most of their advisory board, they are also experienced guys within the esports, sports and traditional sports industry. So you need to also have that at the back of your mind. Also, you need to follow up with that as well. So these guys actually have the chief technical officer, 13 years of experience in app and platform development for gaming and digital development. We have chief strategy officer. These are guys from the US, 10 years experience in creative direction and strategic consulting in the digital space. So these are some of their teams. Okay, so they have teams from different nationality, I see Emma Dixon, I think from England. Yeah. So we have different chief financial officer, chief marketing and communication officer. So from different nationalities, as we can see here, their teams actually, actually from different nationalities. Cornerstones, OKEX, Blockchain Capital, Binance, Sion Ventures. So we're looking at some of the advisory boards. You see from different nationalities. You can see from different nationalities. So they span across the globe, as we can see here. So their shareholders, see most of those shareholders that I was telling you earlier. Sion Ventures, top-tier Belgium-based venture capital firm and early investor into the OKEX exchange. Wow. Founded by both firms, Picture Top. So most of their shareholders are actually top guys. Okay, Dr. Stanley Cho, okay, Dr. Cho, together with the H&S Financial Group, are a leading financial vehicle focused on IPOs, initial public offerings, and gaming transactions. Okay, look, so these are the shareholders, Xavier Niel and John Clesure. So that this are actually some of the shareholders. So this is Chiliz token distribution, as you can see, a private and pre-sale and private placement hacker. So have 3,066,666,766 token now closed. That is for their world private sales. That was the one that they made over $66 million in world private sales. This is the total token that was sold up in world private sales. So Chiliz issued to team plus seed investors 1.1 billion. This is reserved for the team plus their seed investors. This is a reserved token quantity reserved for their seed, for your team and what seed investors. Chiliz, okay, sorry, let me get this. Okay, 4.5% of the tokens, which I've mentioned earlier, the quantity was actually meant for the private sales, was sold out in the private sales. Why we have 5% of the token is a reserve for the Chiliz team, for their team. Why 7.5% token is reserved for the words for the seed investors. We have Chiliz issue to advisory board, which is actually 3% of the token. That's for people in the advisory board, which is 3 points. Yeah. Yes. Okay, advisory board. Yeah. 3% of the token of the in the totality of the whole token. User base reserve. We have 20% of tokens. Marketing operation. This is the quantity of tokens meant for the word marketing operation, which is which is 15% of the total token. Strategic acquisition, which is actually 15% as well, which is 1.3 billion of the token. So this is what the tokenomics total Chiliz to the meantime. So this is actually the tokenomics or the allocation, the Chiliz token allocation, how it was allocated. So this is it here. So guys, we have a total of 8.8 billion of the tokens allocation. So okay, so I think we have come to the end of this. We have explained the use cases. We have explained the viability of this token. So if you wish to start trading your fan tokens, you can trade them on Chiliz. You can also trade them on Chiliz as well. You can also trade them on the exchange, which is here. You can trade them on the exchange, or you can join socials.com and download their app to engage, to have voting rights of your favorite team if they have their fan token listed on the Chiliz network, and get it on socials.com. You can get the application on Google Play Store or your Apple Store. So guys, I think that this is actually a very nice project on my own view. So as I said earlier, this is not a financial advice, it's meant for educational purposes. So if you want to buy some Chiliz, you can buy them from the exchanges that I'm going to show you guys now. You can buy it from these exchanges listed here below. You can buy it from here. Binance is trading at 25 cents. Yeah, 25 cents as of now. Not as of today. As of now, it's trading at 25 cents as of now. You can read more about them by clicking on the official website. You can remember about them. So this is a Coinbase exchange, also listed on the Coinbase exchange. Wow, this is great. Yeah, it's listed on the Coinbase exchange. So that means it's on the Coinbase radar. So this also on Bitstamp, KuCoin, Get.io, FTX, see, we are doing so many exchanges, guys. There are so many exchanges. So, and also more engagements are coming. As I told you guys, that these guys are actually in support. They are going to support the words. They see it here, they'll be supporting the words, the Ethereum hard fork. See the Chiliz exchange. The Chiliz exchange will support the upcoming Ethereum upgrades to hard fork. So this is the news here. So guys, these guys are gonna be supporting this. They're gonna be supporting this. This is the news. This was posted 4 hours ago. 4 hours ago. It's already updated. Yeah, updated. So as in the dates uploaded today, yeah. So guys, they're going to be supporting it. This is the latest news. Ethereum's long-awaited London hard fork is expected to commence at around 11:55 p.m. on August 5th. So that is tomorrow. 13:55. That is the 2 or 1:55 p.m. Yeah, in the afternoon hours tomorrow. So the longer hard fork may generate a new forked coin. Chiliz.net will support the upgrade with the following arrangements: deposit and withdraw. So on their exchange, they will support it. They will support it as Binance also will support it as well. Binance exchange will also support it. Binance exchange will also support it on the exchange. I think their Binance also support it. I think so, but I've not gotten the official news yet. So on Chiliz.com exchange, they will support the words hard fork. Ether BTC is also trading on Chiliz exchange, so they will support it. So how would they support it? Okay, that's a very nice one. Let's look into how they will support it. So deposit and withdrawals about Ether. Okay, on the deposit, Chiliz.net has suspended the deposit and withdrawals of Ether, HECO, and Ether Bet20. I will suspend the deposits and withdrawals of Ether and ERC20 based token on August 5th. So that means they have suspended some of the withdrawal till the hard fork commences or finishes. Please allow yourself to change that application deposit before the suspension. So they'll be supporting it. Okay, so that's a very nice one. So you know that it's also on Ethereum on the ERC20 network. Also the ERC20 network. So Chiliz is good. As I said, if you wish to buy, you can buy from here. If you wish to engage in trading, you can do so by coming up on the Chiliz exchange, Chiliz.net exchange. As I told you, this is one of the platform that make up the word Chiliz ecosystem or Chiliz network. So this is one of the platform, and also the socials.com. This is where more of what interaction is the team crowd management platform for Chiliz. So guys, thank you all for being part of this. If you have any question, please drop your question on the chat box. If there's none, we'll be calling it a day. And for those who didn't join up earlier, before there was an interruption in our transmission, can also be part of it by watching from our Facebook platform, or as well engaging on our YouTube, because this session will also be uploaded and the video shared on our YouTube platforms. Very important that we all get that. So thank you guys for being part of this session, and have a good day.